What's up, y'all? Can you hear me? Check, check, 1, 2. All right, that's it. As well. No lies here today. We are getting into some stuff. So yeah, this turned over. Is this no? Not this more like that. Okay. Cool. Make sure I don't look too fucking crazy. Sheesh. But yeah, we're gonna get into some stuff today. And yeah, let me see here. My muscles look fucking strange on camera. I've been working out lately, so excuse the muscles if you see them. I was up all night, sick as fuck, sick as a dog, to be honest. And yeah, also been working on my forearms too, so you can like kind of see that shit. It's a whole thing. But yeah, I was sick as a dog last night, so we're lucky we even have this today. What did I get? I don't even think I was in here. Sorry, I got something playing right now. Let me get out of here real quick. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna get into some stuff. I got some things to show y'all, and we're gonna have a good time. Mostly we're gonna try out Dress to Impress because I heard some crazy shit about that, and then as well, I want to see about getting into these websites I have, some Reddit drama, and just some other stuff, some other crazy stuff we can get into. I got a Q&A posted. Um, so if you want to answer that, go right ahead. And yeah, sorry if I sound sick. Like I said, I wasn't sick or anything. Like I wasn't like throwing up, but I was like practically running a fever, and I was really overheated. My stomach was hurting. I overate, and the food that I ate was like it was like meaty, and so like it had a lot of iron in it. If you eat a lot of meat, your iron kind of spikes, and I have a I'm relatively low iron, not anemic or anything, but I have like anemic tendencies. So yeah, my iron spikes. My house is usually kept a certain like degree that I'll start burning. It'll get real hot in the house. So that's what happened. I was like burning in my sleep and had to get an ice bag. What did I get? I got like frozen peas and carrots and stuff, and I was like putting it all over my body because I was just burning. I was burning up so bad. Along with that, and I kind of couldn't sleep, but I ended up putting on some binaural beats that help with nausea. And yeah, let me go feed my cat real quick. Okay, but ye times 1,000. If I can stack this. Hold on. One moment. Mussolini. I think he was a dictator, but I don't know. Okay, cool. Awesome. That looks a little bit better. Jaboy is not small. It's like the fucked up thing. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, let's get into this. I'm gonna put this on fucking red alert. I don't know how I'm gonna fucking play this game that I wanted to play like this, but let me see. Let me get this right. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Tiny bit. We're gonna wobble, but the screen won't probably jiggle too much. Just mine. Mine will probably jiggle. Okay. So first things first, we're gonna try out Godforsaken Dress for Impress. Heard crazy shit about it, but jaw. I don't know what the fuck this is. Modern royalty. Where's the VIP room? Fuck. Hold on now. Looks like I turn the volume down just so I can sing loud. Okay. Can't think over here. Okay, now how do I do this? There we go. Modern royalty. Are there any other outfits? It doesn't look like royalty. Are there any other outfits? Okay, I kind of get it. But I need a better outfit because this sucks. This is not royalty at all. Is there any other boy clothes? Is that it? I have the salon. I need a hairdo. These chicks are probably so confused. They're like, why is there a dude in here? This is for girls. Like, I'm making a video, y'all. It's not even like that at all. Skin tone? Oh my god. I'm not gonna have room. There's like no fucking. There's nothing for dudes. This is just it. This is not royalty though. Okay, we can definitely get away with the white shirt and then we do. Yeah, give the white shirt. Is there a white shirt underneath? How do we remove it? How do I remove clothes? Fuck. I don't want those. How do I remove clothes? This game is giving me anxiety. Why is it all muddy? Okay, I think that's fine. I just need to remove that jacket. Okay, whatever. Let's see what we got. That's royalty. I don't know if that's modern though. I wouldn't say that's modern. I would say that's like regular royalty. So we're gonna give it a 3. Ew, what the fuck? Oh hell to the no. Okay, this is nice. I Fury. That's pretty modern royalty. Yeah. I'd give that a 4. That's a 4. Okay, this isn't too bad. I kind of like this. I'm into fashion. I kind of get the idea. We'll play a couple rounds of this and then probably move forward. That's me. Why it looks muddy, I don't know. I don't know why it looks muddy. They're gonna give me a fucking 3. Also modern royalty, that's okay. It's definitely modern for sure. That's pretty modern. That's relatively modern. Yeah, I would say that's probably like a 4. I like that. That's pretty decent. Definitely modern. Definitely royalty themed for sure. kind of swaggy. Definitely modern. I love this. I love those love. No, I was gonna give her 5. Fuck! Didn't give me enough time to fucking. I was going off. I give her a 3 because I'm pretty sure she started off like me, so I don't not knowing what to do. So I give her a 3. Okay. What did I get? I got a 9. My shit sucked. So bad. But whatever. That was so much better. That would have been my outfit. Whatever. Now we know. Now we know. We have time limit. We gotta fucking rock and roll. It's cyberpunk. Okay, who cares? That was fucking gay. These are all girly poses. No. This fuck. Okay, enough of the pose. Why am I still posing? Stop. Spending this whole time. Chill. I look fucking stupid. Cool. Oh my god, there's like a whole bunch of kids now. I'm already ready. Opposite gender? Okay. Alright, well. It does look fun. Can I not pose? Stop with the poses. That's fine. Who's the jacket? I need a skin tone. Why am I... Bro, what the fuck is happening? Why is this... I need a hairdo. This is creepy. Can I do some makeup now? Oh, it's a bunch of chicks. Oh. Where did they get all those clothes? They changed the colors of them. That's why. Okay. This is really fucking. I don't know how to do this. I don't think I know how to do this. Where did my pants go? That's funny. This is cool. But yeah. These are whatever. That was kind of cool. That was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I like that one. That was decent. Not bad. Just rating outfits and stuff. You can see what this is. So it's okay. The options are a little bit clear for the characters, so I can't really get like a good. That was pretty good. Let's go on this. Sorry, bud. Gotta start somewhere. I might not have done that bad. Did I get any more? Why'd I get a 9? It still has me in this dumb pose. God damn it. I'm gonna leave and come back so I can have like a better. How do I put? I need a face. If I had a face, people would probably like me more. Alright. I don't care when we don't give a fuck about this game, and it's a fucking. It's kind of. This is kind of for chicks. This just seems so strictly for chicks. But on another note, I'm very competitive, and I put my all into everything. So we're not gonna fuck this up. I'm gonna fucking win. This fucker's gonna look fucking dope. Off to a great start. We got some of that. Let me get some of this going. Let's see what this is. Put on. I hate that. I'm not wearing this. What is this? What is that? I'm gonna hate it. I also hate that too. Actually. To be honest, what is it? What is Dorian? I'm gonna fucking look nice. Let's go red. That's pretty cool. I need a face and some headphones. I can find headphones. Some accessories. We find like a necklace. I don't know what Dwayne is, but What's doing? I kind of like the outfit, so. Something annoying. I'm just gonna rate these just based off of what they look like. That's pretty good. I don't like that actually. Also pretty cool. I'll make this tough. Give everybody 4 stars. That's not bad. It's okay, actually. Sorry. That one's alright. They look pretty, but I don't know if it. I don't really. Jesus. That one's a little bit. It's decent, but it's kind of. It's gonna not be mad. Okay, cool. Oh, I got 6th place out of 7. Whatever. It's better than 9th place. It's pretty cool. If they give me more to work with, then probably. I guess it's just dude outfits. There's only like a few ways to go. Dark or light. Well, you know me, I'm going dark. That's actually perfect. Okay, next order of business. Face. I need a face. Where do I get a face from? And necklaces. I wish I had necklaces. This looks like I can get a face. win these chicks over. He put an anime boy into fucking. Not an anime boy, K-pop boy. Chicks will go crazy. I don't care. I get my chances higher. Alright. I got a face. Still don't have a face. Maybe because I can't have makeup. Yeah, there it is. This is cool. Okay. Come on now. Can I exit? I'm good. Let me go. Okay, I don't care. Let's go. I got 2 minutes. Get me the fuck out of here. I come up with this over here. Where are the dudes' outfits? Dark or light? I really like these pants. Fuck, look at pink. This is horrendous. I'm not gonna lie, this is an awful outfit. My outfit was cool the first time. Why are they pink? No! God damn it. That's cool, actually. Damn. That's nice. I like that. putting together my fucking face and hair. Come on, little bag of bones. Awful. It's awful. Sucks. I didn't get enough time to get mine put together. Wow. I don't know what the hell's going on, but it was crazy. Very, what is it called? Also, I don't know what the hell's happening. What's that? I don't think I made it on anything wrong. Oh, I got 7. Oh shit. Nice. Not bad. I told you. I told him, I was like, once I get my face and my hair together a little bit more, I'm gonna focus on my outfit next time. This is it. This is super fucking femme. This is like so femme. It's not even funny. This is not for masks, but like whatever. I don't give a fuck. The point of the game has one very similar goal amongst all genders, and that's to fucking win. I'm gonna get top 3. I have to earn my top. I have to earn my top 3. You know, last night I was dying. Worth it though, so worth it. Galactic Glam. I don't know what that means, but galactic. Okay, we're definitely using a shirt. I like going shirtless. My shoes. I'm losing the shoes. Why the hell would they be pink? The only thing I can mess with is the fucking... Ew, what the hell? Nah, these shoes are hideous. Get them off my fucking feet. Get them off my fucking feet. That's crazy. Let's mess with the color on these ones or no? These ones I can mess with. Wait. Why doesn't that make sense? spaceship shit. I don't know. I'll incorporate some those ones are the only ones that make sense to wear. I think it's a little more blue. To the denim vibe. Go to this shirt. Try this one on. Give me a belt. I think this would look good purple. Anybody knows anything about Star Trek? This could work. Necklaces. Doesn't look like anything. I have 45 seconds. These are my glasses. Shit. That looks kind of galactic. I kind of see that. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't get how it's galactic. Decent. I think it's galactic. She's kind of galactic. Yeah, that one's pretty good. I like Chris. Yep, doing really well. Blame a little bit more. Ooh, I really like that one too. I'm giving that 5 stars just for nostalgia. Where did I make it? Ooh, 7th place again. It depends on the theme. We're gonna see what else. Yellow. Oh, all right. Well, I don't want to play anymore. To be honest, I'm over it. I feel like I can't. There's not really like a great selection for the dudes, which makes sense. It's not really for dudes, but like still. That's what. That's yeah. I'm probably not gonna fuck around with that. Unless you want me to. Leave in the comments or something if y'all want me to play some more. I guess. If not, I'm just gonna move forward. What else we got going on here? So, as far as the DuckDuckGo searches, I needed to exit out these quick. I was looking up. Where is it? These websites. There's some. Well, they're not creepy necessarily, but they're not creepy. The first one is Map Crunch. It feels like Randonautica, but like image wise. So what this is that it generates these random locations on Google Maps. So it'll take you like these places. It's called Map Crunch. It's really cool because it'll just take you to random places. One thing is I need to see. Okay, there we go. There we go. So yeah, this is kind of cool. All right, let's go to the next spot. Let's see where it takes us. This one is North Province. Okay. Western Cape. This one's kind of cool. It's kind of creepy. But an even creepier one, I fear is even creepier than this, is this one. It's called Pointer Pointer, and it pulls up random photos, people pointing. Like that. Like what the hell? I don't know. This one kind of feels. That other one was kind of felt invasive, but this one just feels crazy. I was on DuckDuckGo for 5 minutes, and this is what it popped up. Got random kids, random people. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. And then this one is also really cool. It's called Hacker Typer. I mean, it's more gaggy than anything. It's not really. I'm not really typing this stuff in. What it does is it kind of just generates these like codes when you type on the thing. I'm just typing random shit, but it looks cool. So yeah, those are my little DuckDuckGo websites that I was looking into. I think what else was I? And of course, the Reddit drama. Kind of wanted to dig into some of this. I wonder if I'll probably end up on back on Dress Center, Dress to Impress or something. But so this is kind of drama stuff. What I found was this thing called Nice Girl, which is kind of misogynistic, but it's all these like bullet dodge. These dudes just post like these crazy. There's this one, and Nice Guys is also another one, just kind of evens the playing field because we don't pick a side here. There's there's crazy dudes and crazy girls, or crazy chicks. Sorry, not music. See, these between these two Reddit posts or Reddit pages, they post all their like business. They're not very discreet with all the shit that's going on in their life, which I think is kind of funny. What did you not like? I deserve at least to know. I already explained. You changed your mind after our last date. So yeah, I kind of wanted to dive into this. American men are trash. Before but wasted my time for months. So mean and rude, just like yourself. You're a gay. Uruguay. Found your profile on the dating app and still using people for sex. I wish you to die. Oh my god. Oh man. So apparently they texted. It looks like it was months before. There was an attempt to explain how you're not my type, anyways, is somehow a compliment. I'm gonna put some music on. It's quiet. Let me see here. There was an attempt to explain how you're not my type. Alright, so I guess she's explained to him how they're not the type. I snapped invite accepted. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Just woke up from a nap, anyways. Okay, this is kind of more. Wonder. Move on to the next one. Didn't respond for a day. I remember that one. Older woman acting like a child because I wouldn't meet in person. What? Hey, blank. I love your glasses. Too bad they cover such gorgeous face. Laugh emoji. Seriously, that's not funny at all, weirdo. Wow. That's crazy. And she put dating set apps suck in the bio. Tried talking Tuesday. It was flirty and fun. She was engaging, but sure feels like it was an attempt to scam all along. Oh yeah, that's happened before. Yeah, you can watch out for that. I swapped Instagrams with her 5 minutes after matching on Hinge. So of course I follow a lot of women that she stalked my following. Do you even like Latinas, sir? Your following popped up in my recommendation. And damn shit, I ain't even cry emoji. None of what they look like or ethical background. Wait, what does being Latina have to do with me being trapped in a basement? Is some kind of ritual I'm not aware of? Nothing. I was just scrolling, and most of the recommendations fall instead of your following. And damn, you should follow a lot of women. I might say. I didn't really look through my following before and look at that. I don't really care, to be honest. If it was my partner, then I would give a damn. But since I don't have one, no need for me to trip. I don't know. Me no have partner. I'm chilling right now. Should I quit my job? I'd be concerned if you did. If you want to, depends on your work. And what? Oh, it depends on what you work as. Okay, normal conversation. Blah blah blah. Yes, Lamo. Oh, that's nice. It's even like okay. They're talking really weird. Okay, so she bring up extra. Izmir just was not normal. What did people say? This is what I. I'm glad I'm 45 and don't do most of my socializing online. Yeah, I'm 18, but still haven't a clue what's going on. What the fuck has happened to the English language? It died and resurrected by a necromancer with dyslexia. And necromantical. Uh, this is the babbling of two toddlers. It was. That's what I was thinking too. I was like, I can't read this. I don't know what they're saying. By the romantical languages. Romanticals. That's a funny word. I'm sorry my voice is so effed up. I was having acid reflux all night. So it fucked up my vocal cords. um, Let me see. Romantical open the schools. I know. She was imagining a future. This is a good song. She was imagining a future with you and got extremely jealous of your online taste in women, apparently. No, she thought he liked criminals and bad people because of his ethical background of his romantical partners. Did she say romantical or something? They're like using that word a lot. Like, miss something? Yeah. So this was romantical. I would be hella pissed. No. That's cute. I think she was just trying to be cute, but like there's like a balance, I guess. Then again, like, well, my thing is like if you're gonna do all that, like, I don't know. They sound like they just started talking. So I don't know. It's a different if it's different if like they'd known each other for a while. She's like comfortable. I think she kind of got a little too comfortable right out the gate. But then again, like, there's a pros and cons. There's pros and cons of being comfortable right out the gate. The pros, you'll find out who exactly likes you for you right away. You know, you don't have to worry about fake people that much, or at least the ones that are faking are at least trying to fit in with your stuff. You kind of have control over the situation a little bit because they're trying to they're trying to appease to you because you're so gangster and like confident and doing your thing. So that's, in essence, kind of a good thing. But the cons are is that if you do really like someone, you kind of can. It's easier to push people that away that way. I think, but I don't know. You won't push away everyone, but like then again, like I said, that's just where we're at in society, which is annoying because we're like so far into like we're pretty far into the future. I feel they were supposed to predict what is it, hyperlinks, hovercrafts. So we have hovercrafts, but we don't have tolerance or acceptance. That's crazy. Make it make sense. You do realize is that the more trauma that people have because of the intolerance and unacceptance and blah blah blah, the less likely our minds will be able to comprehend the things that we need so that we can have better things, better advances. We have to get along because we have to stop traumatizing each other and stop creating toxicity and negativity. Otherwise, we won't tangibly move forward. I fear, you know? That's what I think. I think unfortunately we won't get hovercrafts. We won't have earned hovercrafts because our minds won't be able to expand to that point. That's what I think. Anyways, I want to read some more. Let's see what the chicks have to say. The irony. Big irony. Message. Anyways, let's see. Most men won't for friend zone good man. She's talking about what they're saying. You B words claim you want a nice guy to take care of you, but reject every advance of kind man. I can't catch a break with these females. I saw this stunning Asian female at Queensboro Plaza early this morning. She had a cute face with great with great tits and a round ass that looked great. Oh, I think he's talking to himself. Okay, I thought this was a message. I was like, this is not a fucking message, bro. She's just saying that. There's so many things to argue. You could argue that, wow, chicks pick on dudes when they're just doing their own thing. And then you have dudes posting private conversations. It's like, oh my god. It's two wrongs don't make a right. Just say. Anyways, I'm entertained though. Alright, so she had a cute face with great tits and a round ass that looked great in the back yoga pants she was wearing. I just had to get her number. I called her over to see, and she seemed interested. Or, no, she seemed interesting. Okay, or it's mainly about him. Okay, I got her number, texted it, and someone named Jack replied. She gave me a fake number. Okay. I keep trying my luck with American females, but I get reminded to stop trying with westernized females every single time I have a passport. I have the funds and I have the will. I'm getting about to get my females from the source in Thailand and Cambodia. This is ridiculous. You B words claim you want a nice guy to take care of you, but reject every advance from kind men. We are officially done. Okay. And then there's 142 comments. Let's see what they say. I wonder if it's mostly dudes or chicks. I'm the nicest man you'll ever know. Pair of tits and ass. That's Elon is musky. Okay. You B words better jump on my D word before I get a ticket to Thailand and Cambodia. Then all you females will be regretting, crying, and begging for me not to go. You have been warned. The only tragedy I see is exposing my Thai and Cambodian sisters to such a dotard. When will these passport bros actually leave? I'm guessing they won't because they can't afford it. Their only hope is to find someone online who's desperate to get to the US. I mean, all these nice guys, whatever, why don't, if they really want like with any dude who wants like a chick who's like obedient and like, because there's a very distinct difference between like dudes who are on like who are just trying to talk to chicks, being normal, and they just keep running into fucking googly mooglies, versus dudes who are like actively coming here to like only smash and fucking like do all this crazy shit and get all these obedient women. But to that, I say to the dudes who want obedient chicks, like, just get really fucking rich and then go buy a mail order bride. They exist. You have to go to a different country, but it's not impossible. They'll be obedient. They're nice. They're the nice women that want nice guys, quote unquote, to take care of them and stuff like that. But you do have to work. Anything you have to do is work, you know? These dudes probably need to figure out a way to fucking not just wherever they're going and running into these crazy chicks, they probably need to stay away. They're not gonna find a nice chick wherever they keep popping up. They need to go. They need to venture out. They need to venture out to find a different chick. And same with this dudes. These dudes need to fucking just get rich and buy a woman. That's what they need. Because I can't. You're not gonna westernized females. Don't are. What is this? Oh, this is some fucking gay shit. It's good gay shit, but it's hella gay. And my girlfriend likes it, so I listen to it with her, for her, and I like it because of her. But anyways, as well, I need to like, yeah. But yeah, freaking Brody needs to. You're not gonna find westernized females that are just gonna start obeying. They have standards, and they're kind of spoiled. Like in like a lot of rich men, wealthy men, decent working men come in the States, and they have kids, and some of them are girls, and so they are able to provide good lives for westernized women. And you know, because of that, these men are usually like, they have standards, so they instill standards into their daughters. And so yeah, they're a little bit spoiled and they have standards because they got taken care of by good dads who have good jobs in the US because they have opportunity here. You're not going to find like third world women in the US, you know? I feel like that's what they want. That's what they're talking about, these Cambodian, Thailand women. And it's like, bro, this is not a, we have first world problems in the US. So you gotta go, you want a third world chick, go to the third world and find one. Because, yeah, that's not gonna happen here. Look at my cat. Chorizo point oh, Chorizo point 2. He's so cute. But yeah, that's what I think about that. I don't. I have nice to you, and you didn't want that. Whoa, I can't view that. I don't know what's on there. Wow. She can't fuck you like I can. Openly, Pamela miss some grand. Ignore this guy because I found him kind of rude. Dodge a bullet. I want to see what this is. Hold on. Let me look it up real quick. So let me see if I can show it. These non-suitable for work ones. How long have I been on here? An hour? Just read it. I want to see what these are. Make sure I can actually watch them. So the first one is I have nice to you and you didn't want that. I want to see what that is. Dude. Let's see. Okay, there's just pictures. Why is it not suitable for work? Yeah, it's just pictures. Let's dive into this. I want to see why it's so. Okay. Let's see what happened. Alright, so why did I have you blocked? No. Why did I have you blocked? I don't know. I don't remember you. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna make it simple. You can send me sex tapes and head videos if. Oh my god. Of you, this stays between you and I only. I sent you proof and I'm so serious. I'm sending you that money. I'm buying everything from your wish. What? What is this? I can't even get a car seat that changes into a stroller. Okay, I just told you. I told you that you can move on my snap. What's the order of this? See what it's talking about? I'm in need, yes, but I'm not selling my videos to anyone I don't have from before. Much less now I'm about to give birth within this week, and I cannot and do not want to be selling my images. Thank you, but no. I'm not going anywhere. If you wanted to send it, said you can. Snap, I'm not saying anything. I don't know that, and obviously I'm not interested in showing my body. Whoa. I just told you that. You can add me on Snap. You can send me stuff just for today. I'll look at it and you'll delete it. And I send you the money. We go separate ways. I can manually move now. I'm 38 weeks pregnant, and that's one. Oh, someone picked. Damn, dude, she's fucking pregnant. Leave her the fuck alone. What the fuck? Infrarange my snap. So add me, send me one. God damn. Okay, what happened next? Yo, medical bills too. We could have done this and kept it between us and just support your baby. Literally, yeah, but my integrity and worth as a person is not on sale. Thank you though. My body's not on sale. Okay, I'm not done being nice. Your registry is getting deleted. I'm not done being nice. What? See? What the fuck is that about? I have nice to you. This isn't being nice. You can't just call yourself nice and be like, hey, you can't just call yourself nice. And what? You don't just get to identify as being nice. It's not like a gender or like a fucking like a state of being or something that guarantees anything. People have to just determine if you're nice. Being nice is something that you get told or like someone needs a fucking dictionary because what is it? Okay, let's look up what the word that nice means. See if that matches real quick. Nice definition. What does that mean? Pleasant, agreeable, satisfactory, fine, or subtle. Okay, so let's just start with subtle. We're not being subtle even in the slightest. So, yeah. Pleasant, agreeable, all words that this is just not not adding up to. The math's not mathing, y'all. You have to be pleasant. Pleasant, enjoyable, pleasurable. She's being nice. She's being a little too nice, in fact. She's being a little too agreeable. This other person is being very unsubtle. I would say they're being extra, in fact. What's the opposite? Opposite's unpleasant, nasty. Definitely being unpleasant. Definitely being nasty. Fussy. Definitely being fussy for sure. Acting like a baby for some fucking sex pics on a pregnant woman. Ew. Brody sounds like he wants to crawl inside her vagina and be the baby or something. Yo, that's fucking crazy. People are crazy. Anyways, let's see what the other one was. Okay, so the other nudist, he, she, fuck you. Unsolicited dick pic. Oh no. Okay, so that one's. We got an unsolicited dick pic. What are we working with? What? Yo, here comes my cat. He wants to get in all that drama. This shib is not messing with me. What? Find this shit not messing with me. Man, he, she can't fuck. What? What does that even mean, dude? He or she. Oh, openly polyamorous on Grinder. Ignore this guy because I found him kind of rude. Oh, it's a dude. Oh, it's a dude. Oh, right. I guess dudes can post on here too. Gay dudes can post on nice guys. Yeah, that makes sense. You can't lay here because my arms are right here because I'm freaking doing stuff in your ears. Stop being so sad. Okay. Alright, I'm moving my stuff. I gotta make room for him real quick so he can lay down. Okay, there. There's more room right here. Here. Lay down. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Get into it. Okay. All right. You are effing beautiful. I hate to be like picking the girls' side, but there's so much more juicy drama on their side. On the nice girls one, they're like it's like funny, but I feel like there's more drama on the dude side, the chick side. Dudes are just more gregarious. Dudes are just cocky as hell. And it makes for funny content. Girl, I have very deep feelings for and still do. I keep being dismissive and rude after intimate converse. I snapped and blocked your overreaction. These are just getting opinions. Stuff. Genuinely curious if I said something remotely insulting. Stop dating broke man. Oh yeah, that one was kind of rough. Woman tries paying on dates with men, doesn't like getting second date. Okay. and to this gym today. See, confession. The confession is transference because I'm irritated about something else. Stay in your lane. Super simple. You're a 54-year-old man with nothing going for him. Don't hit on a 30-something woman that cleans up well and to whom you can't offer a goddamn thing. Okay. Come on, guys. What the F? Seriously, look at yourself. Honestly, stay in your lane. uh, I don't know. I feel like 54 and 30 is like such a cool age difference, in my opinion. That's like not bad. The 54-year-old dude looks awesome, and the 30-year-old chick is like doing her thing, and she's got like money and stuff. That could be like a power couple. They probably both have money. How is that bad? I don't agree with that one. If we win the lottery, let's spend it on me, something else. Okay. Yeah, these are kind of juicy. Not really. I'm talented, just Jesus effing Christ, isn't it kind of desperate to like date girls from all over the world? Not trying to insult you or anything, but I mean, I was actually just dicking around on this app and we actually clicked like when we matched. I know you told me LOL still. I told her right away I'm not from Ireland and she was like, oh, okay, conversations are so fun. She's an absolute sweetheart and if it doesn't end up anywhere, oh well. Nah, my man, I'm talking about the whole getting attached to someone who's not even in the same country as you and you being like, maybe I'll go see her. Crazy face. Okay. Like for real, my dude, everything can be nice by text. I'm not attached. And then she laughs. Oh, okay, sure. Like also, I'd be going to Ireland regardless. It's on my list. Anyway, just sharing. I think it's kind of looks sad, desperate to create relationships with people like that. But you know, you do you. Yeah, sure. I really don't want to seem insulting. Okay. Sound insulting though. I'm kind of confused. Yeah, you kind of are, but hey, it's whatever. You take it how you feel. If it's insulting, then it's somehow hitting home, whatever fits my man. Sure, I guess people don't get offended when people call them sad and desperate. Kinda. I guess I'm just not reacting properly to it. You have no idea what you're saying. All good. Thanks for sharing. Opinion. I think it's properly common logic. Opinion concerning matter, to be honest. But as usual, you can't be frustrated if you want to like whatever. I'm not frustrated. I just don't get the point of this and why you care so much to make so many comments about it. I'm not that. Oh, it's not that I care about it. I just find it concerning. It's to make you realize that maybe it's kind of, I don't know, weird. And there's some plenty of people around you while creating relationships. She really projecting. She really just needs to say, like, hey, it's me, dude. Like, don't go to Ireland. Like, just get it off your chest already. Free yourself. Unburden yourself. You know? That's what she really needs to do. She's like dragging it out, and the dude's like not into it. He's also just confused, I think, at this point. I think it's just confusing him more than anything, you know? But not that dudes are slow, but like if it's not like obvious, like if you don't make sense of it, it's just it comes off inconclusive and almost delusional to us and like just say it, you know? Maybe that's just me. That's what I would prefer. Put it into like just vocalize it instead of trying to like dance around the idea, which I think that's what they're getting at too. But I don't know. Maybe they just really don't like the chick. But then again, they're it looks like they're on a chat, like one of those like text like the text apps. So it's like they obviously kind of liked each other. She was just kind of. You probably shouldn't have brought up another chick though. To another chick. I don't know why dudes do that. Don't ever do that. Don't ever. I don't care what situation you are in. Do not ever bring up a chick to another chick. Like maybe to your family, if you have like cousins, girl cousins, that's different. You know, that's normal. If your friend who's like you all have established each other, you have friend zoned each other, You can only girls and guys can be friends, but you have to friend zone each other. Like there has to be a mutual friend zone. Like they look in the eye and I'm friend zoning you, you're friend zoning me, and we're okay with that. Simply put, that's how dudes and chicks can be friends. If that's established, then that's when you can talk about a chick. If you meet girls and you're just like casually making friends, you haven't established a relationship yet, whether it's friends or, fling or situationship or anything like that, do not bring up another chick. Do not talk about your ex. Do not talk about future girls. Just don't do it, you know? Especially and most importantly, if you're actually attracted to the chick. If you're attracted to the chick, hands down, do not talk about another girl to her. I guarantee your chances of hooking up with this chick are 10,000 times more likely if you just never bring up another chick. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm guilty of it only because I have stories where people are women and things like that, but that's because I have an established situation. I'm talking about that either. If you and your wife or girlfriend are talking about stuff and there just happens to be a story about a chick, then that's something that's a boundary with your significant other, which mine has made it very very she has an opinion about it, so I gotta be discreet about it. But anyways, yeah, don't bring up other chicks to a chick that you like. um I won't get into the details of it because I don't want to be too like I personally don't like unsolicited advice, so you don't have to take it, but I feel like that's the reason for doing it is so it could be rooted in like hookup culture. I don't want to give the wrong people the the wrong power necessarily. I'm just saying that yeah, that's how I feel about it. Ultimately, you're just gonna end up making the chick feel like special. You know, chicks will like chicks to women typically respond better to when you make them feel special. It goes without saying. When you don't make them feel special, they get real crazy. And if you make them feel like an SLUT, you're they're gonna block you, 100%. These dudes are coming at these women very wrong, which why it makes for good content. Let's see here. Which one does this one say? What is this? This is such a good song, but it's so not my vibe right now. So this one's I would have devoted my whole life to make sure you were happy. Okay, see what happened here. Please read all of this before you delete me. I heard about your rant about not being able to find a good man. Well, you had a good man, but you kicked him out of Halloween last year. What? All that man wanted was for you to love him as much as he really loved you. Dude, I don't understand. Like, I've been a simp, but to combine both like sex offender and simp is crazy. These dudes are like special breed of dude where it's like they've combined both simp and like sex offender. She kicked him out of Halloween. Why is he texting her? If you get kicked out of someone's house, you have to have done something fucked up. Like, why did she kick him out in the first place? Does it get into that? I gotta know. Oh my god, why did they kick him out? Always playing the victim, huh? You're one of those men I was talking about. I regret letting you into my house, my personal space, and here's why. You took my friendship as me wanting to sleep with you. You eavesdropped on conversations I had with my best friend and Blank's dad and got jealous of them, audibly talking shit about them. You blame me for the feelings. Oh, they must have blown up on her or something. Ooh, you bet your bottom dollar, dude. This kid probably fucking went off on her at her house or something. That's what it sounds like. Got jealous of them, audibly talking shit about them. You blame me for the feelings you caught and continue to blame me. That's toxic. I told you numerous times that I wasn't interested in a romantic way. whatsoever, and I have the screenshots to prove it. I set very clear boundaries, and you continue to break them, asking numerous times to stop messaging me and inappropriate shit. You kept it up. I let you stay in my house for a year, and you got weird. Ew. They live there? Oh, okay. So he kicked her out. Okay, see what happened. So he was living there. She kicked him out. Either way, though, she let him live at his place. She let him live at her place. That's pretty. That's not terribly. How does that make? Okay, whatever. You're a toxic obsessive person. Don't ever fucking message me again, dude. Yeah, that's crazy. Most cringy images of nice guys. That's pretty. That's pretty sketchy. What does every girl want? What? Why does every girl? Why does every girl think I want their nudes? Because I don't ask for it. Okay, let's find out. Hey, hey, what you doing? How old are you? Chilling? Wait, no, no. This is a conversation. Okay. All right. So, hey, They're talking back and forth. Hey, what you doing? How old are you? Chilling. I'm 22. They're 22 too, apparently. Okay. Things that didn't happen. Sweet. Yeah. Oh yeah. So what's up? Not shit, but bored as fuck. I feel that. What about you? Watching a show? Okay. Pics of TVs. Oh, you're in the dark too. I like it in the dark. It's more peaceful. Yup. Basically live in the dark. OMG LOL. Hey, do you got a lot of pictures you can send me, girl? Pics for what? I don't know, regular. I don't really show you. I don't really know you, so I'm not super. What is it? I'm not super. What do they say? I'm not super something. Why does every girl think I want their nudes? I didn't say that because I didn't ask for that. I said in any manner, even just my face. I don't know you. Okay, fine. Sorry, fine. I'll go if you like. Nah, dude, I don't play that shit. LMFAO, I think I don't want you to go. I'm not going to waste even a second longer on someone who's going to get upset because I have a boundary. You don't do that, dude. Don't even ask for pictures of a woman who you don't know. That's creepy. Have a good day. The missing mention between says, I don't know. I realize I'm not super comfortable sending pics of myself in any manner, which is ensued. What's me- what gets me is that even when he tried to make me feel bad by saying fine, I'll go. Shut him down, blocked him immediately. Okay, that's what happened. Okay. That's kind of tame, I guess. How many women I don't know? How many women I know? Hold on. How many women I know with fucked up pasta screaming? They just want a good man with a fucked up past. Okay, how many women with a fucked up past screaming they just want a good man? I'm not gonna read that. Maybe you should think about not picking the tough guys, but instead one that looks worse but treats you well. Ew, the fuck? Go bitch, LOL. I would have treated you like a queen, clown, the clown emoji. Oh man, damn. How can you hate all men because you can't pick a good one? Some of y'all ladies don't make any sense to me. Y'all hold it down for a man who ain't shit, but treat the good men like shit. Just repeating this, but they said the devil is a woman. Men don't cheat. Okay, well, that's weird. You'll never find a nice guy like this. No matter how good you are to a woman, they are only loyal to their feelings in the moment. I'm an awesome guy. You'd be lucky to have me. Okay. You're victim me shib. All right, let's see what else is on. I want to see what else really drama we got. I'm fucking hungry, dude. Mr. Beast drama. Okay, so yeah, I want to count. This was 2 months ago. Oh, never mind. I want something recent. Past week. Yeah. Dance Gavin Dance? What? Drama on Dance? That's my favorite band. What happened? Oh my god, hold on. Hold up, everybody back up, back up. Okay, alright, Victoria Burner account one number 1008. I'm so fucking sick of you slandering straight up bullshit in the sub, not a single track in the set is a Tillian stem. You can go ahead and sue me over royalty. Oh yeah, they were saying that um Tillian's girlfriend or I don't know, his partner was like creating these fake accounts to post on some of the Facebook pages about Dance Gavin Dance, saying that the newest because Tillian left or got kicked out or something. It's hard to keep up with everything because I'm an adult now. I don't have time for anything anymore. I gotta get a snack real quick, but I'm gonna get into it. We're gonna pray to and shake it up, and I'm just gonna make some bacon and legs. Was it? What's I forgot what it was called, but yeah. So, anyways, so Dance Gavin Dance, they got rid of their most recent lead singer in place. I think they ended up using um they're using their guitarist or the bassist Andrew. Hold on. That well, Andrew Wells, yeah. So yeah, they replaced him with Andrew for now until they find another singer. So along with that, so we updated his comment to say that Tillian 200 cap venue comment was uncalled for, and he still wishes Tillian the best. That's what that one's saying. Let's look into that. I want to see how he's doing. Not bad. Is that Andrew? Oh my god. What happened? Everything okay? Okay, cool. Freaking I like Andrew. What the hell? What? Excuse me? He's good. I don't know if he's gonna be able to do. You think he's ever gonna do music work? You brought him out? Okay, well, freaking, I saw them when it was all three of them. I hope I record. I don't know if I recorded anything. Big old kiss. Mañana. Little African cat. African kitty cat. He's actually not from Africa. He's totally ranchero. He was born in Texas, raised in San Antonio, lives in Austin now, like every other IT cat. Yeah. He's a ranchero. He was raised on a ranch for like the longest time, so I call him ranchero. Gone astray, stranded here in this cold atmosphere, waiting for your lifeless word to come from your mouth. Every step. I wonder if they play anything else. They do a lot of their new stuff. Some people were talking about it. So we'll get into that later. Let me see what else is going down. I hate to see the problem is with me is that I don't hate drama. In fact, I would argue that I kind of like drama. I just don't like drama that involves me. If drama starts involving me, if I can't stay out of it or I can't exit the drama like within with my own autonomy, I don't like it. It gets real. I get real, and I don't start spiraling, but like the drama's coming to an end if it involves me. I'm not gonna. I don't like being involved in drama, but I love watching other people's drama because their shit's always fun to just watch. I love just watching it because yeah, life happens and stuff like that. I'm sure my drama probably doesn't suck. So we got MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. Anything to do with politics, we're skipping. Mom took my brother to the vet for 2 hours, and I've been hissing and growling at him. What? Oh, that's what I want to look into. Okay, so we're gonna look into Dan DTTM or some shit. I don't know what's called, but we're getting into it. It's going down. It's going down.
In the last few years, nearly every YouTuber has faced serious allegations that permanently altered their reputation. But few YouTubers stand above them, having been free of serious controversies for decades and remaining loved by millions around the world. From making
Yet.
Pokemon videos in his room to moving houses because of crazy
Pause.
fans, Dantidium's rise to fame has come with many stories. But unlike many,
I think. I think with the rising turn up of other people who want to be YouTubers, no one's free. I don't think anyone's free. I don't think until everyone stops wanting to be a YouTuber or get famous, will any YouTuber who has anything done fucked up or even remotely can be canceled in any way is safe. I'm sorry. Everybody's got a target on their back. Guess why? Guess why? Guess why? Because it's competition, bro. There's a competitive aspect to a lot of this shit. There's a competitive aspect to acting. There's a competitive aspect to YouTube. There's a competitive aspect to TikTok. There's a competitive aspect to jobs. You know what I'm saying? That's just life. Every everything there's a competitive aspect to a lot of stuff. Getting first in line at the buffet for crab legs, you know there's fucking competition there. Fucking that lady's the biggest backed person I've ever seen, but I bet you she doesn't become a track runner for some crab legs. Promise you. I promise on I have money on it. So yeah. Um I just think it's a matter of time, unfortunately, because well, everybody wants to be famous and a YouTuber, and they saw what happened with that one kid when he fucking talked about Cody KO, blew his ship up overnight. Same thing with Mr. Beast's ex assistant or ex I don't know, one of the guys who's working for him. I don't think anyone's safe, especially because of commentary YouTube and review YouTube and cancel culture. It's just the perfect storm. It's the perfect storm. Now I don't know if anyone needs to be squeaky clean necessarily, because you do have other people who are like uh kind of like there's like a limit, you know. There's like a everybody kind of has like an idea of like what's too far, you know, as far as like being canceled and what you're canceled for. But I think that if someone has something, if you step out of line, people are gonna talk about it. And yeah, I just think that like if you do something, if you did something in your past that you know in the back of your mind that if anyone found out about it, you're fucked. I would start making plans. I would start making a 5-year plan or some shit. To be honest, as a creator, because Mr. Beast's little situation is whatever. Like he's not really taking care of his the team people on or his is like the people that are competing and stuff. He's not really taking care of them, but he just hasn't done anything. Only thing I think of is that he's Crohn's disease, but that's not something to be canceled for. Food's canceled, but he's not. I don't think. I feel really bad. I didn't know he had Crohn's disease, dude. I found that shit. I was like, damn. I feel really bad for Mr. Beast. Um, I don't know if that makes him like immune to ever being able to be canceled necessarily. If he ever fucks up royally, like kills somebody or rapes somebody or does something with a child, there's nothing that Crohn's can save you from in that situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's just cardinal law, you know? What gets these people is that they're likable and they're charming and they have all this clout, and so they go years without being like messed with, so they get away with murder and shit, but it does end up coming to light and justice always gets served, especially nowadays. But yeah, so I don't, but that's what I'm saying, like you're gonna get canceled, but being royally canceled, well, I think royally canceled for me is getting sent to jail. I don't think that these people understand that it's not cancel. Half of it is cancel culture. The other half is just people just ending up in jail. You know, like Diddy or fucking. If Cody Ko ever came forward with what happened, he could be arrested and like kicked out of the U.S. Um, Doctor Disrespect, whatever happened to him, like he. If he ever did anything with that 17-year-old and she ever comes to light with it, he could be like in trouble with the law, you know, stuff like that. They're Harvey Weinstein or whatever situation, like he's going to jail, he's going to court for that shit. Shane Dawson, Mr. Beast, PewDiePie doing some really fucked up shit. Even like Logan Paul when he put out the suicide video. That's not gonna end up in jail. You're not gonna end up in jail for doing like racist or like saying death to Jews, unfortunately. There's not really a law for that. So plus we have like free speech and shit. And if anything, they're protected. But it's super offensive, and at that point, that's like social suicide. There's like a level aspect to cancel culture that if the law doesn't get you as far as justice, social suicide will. And I think going out of your way to be super offensive or like not taking care of your people to a certain degree eventually could lead you to social suicide. So yeah, that's the only thing that like with cancel culture is probably the main things you have to worry about. Is this social suicide? Is this can this take can I go to court for this? Stuff like that. That's like real serious aspect of the cancel stuff. People canceling you for like I don't know, just disagreeing with something that you do. It's not legal. It's not necessarily social suicide. You getting canceled for like I don't know using bubble gum when bubble gum is canceled. It's and I mean like didn't the Hubba Bubba didn't go to court. Hubba Bubba didn't do fucking blackface or you know death to all Palestinians or some shit. They just I think they used a chemical that was like not favorable or something, so they got canceled for like a week. And someone used chewed bubble gum in that week, and so now they're on your ass about chewing bubble gum. That's not social suicide. That's not getting canceled. That's people griping about people having a fucking hissy fit over. You can't please everyone. There's an aspect to cancel culture that you just can't please everyone. And there's nothing we can do. So, anyways, I want to continue.
Only one revolves around controversy. Hey, I'm Tixis. I make weekly internet documentaries, and today I'll be exploring how Dan2DM survived one of the harshest communities online. Before becoming one of Minecraft's most notorious YouTubers, his biggest passion was Pokemon cards.
Welcome to PokerClass episode 42, where the first tournaments of the new season are quickly approaching.
In the early 2010s, he had a channel fully dedicated to Pokemon cards, called Pokemon Dan Level 45. On the channel, he posted a variety of videos such as Pokemon tournament news reports.
Today, I'm going to be bringing you a full report of my experience at regionals just last weekend.
Card pack openings.
Hi again, it's Dan.
And Jem.
And we're going to be
I had a
opening
dream
3
I
different
was
packs.
And even a series where he'd review decks.
We're looking slightly ahead past the release date of Boundaries Crossed to take a look at Blastoise Keldeo, a deck born straight from the set.
Halfway into the channel's lifespan, Dan's brother would introduce Dan to Minecraft.
So my brother showed me Minecraft. I absolutely loved it. Went and downloaded it the same day, and I've probably played it every day since.
Dan went on to open a second channel called The Diamond Minecart, where he'd post simple mod reviews and various survival series videos.
Hey everybody, Dan here from the Diamond Minecart, and today I'm starting a brand new adventure.
Not long after, Dan's new channel began growing exponentially, even overtaking his Pokemon channel. With Dan's unique videos and consistent upload schedule, he managed to reach 1 million subscribers just a year after he started the channel. While you're here, you might as well subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100k, help me make it happen. In 2013, Dan started a series called The Diamond Dimensions that became the reason lots of people knew his name.
Hey everyone, Dan here from the Diamond Minecart, and welcome to an epic new series. Today is the beginning of my brand new series, an epic modded survival using the mod pack I've created myself called The Diamond Dimensions.
The series was a modded survival that ran for 259 episodes, spanning across 3 years, and it was a massive success. But this series wasn't even Dan's most successful one. Dan's channel had barely seen a fraction of the growth that he'd face after posting his How I Met Dr. Trayaurus video. While the video wasn't Trayaurus' first appearance, it was the first time we got to see the lab in all its glory and the beginning of something huge. From here, Dan started posting more and more videos in the classic lab, where he'd run different experiments featuring his closest friend Dr. Trayaurus, his dog Grim, and a special reoccurring guest, Craig the Mailman. This series went on to gain over 67 million views, but this series wasn't his only one with Dr. Trayaurus. There were numerous other popular series, like Minecraft challenges and Trayaurus' videos. Around the early 2020s, many YouTubers began facing a common problem: allegations. From Dream allegedly cheating in his speedruns to Wilbur's abuse allegations, there were loads, but few creators stood above them. Dan's time on YouTube came with a few small controversies, the only truly notable one for burning a Hatchimal with a blowtorch that led him being called a brainless vlogger. The controversy begins with "this egg cost me $150. Dan would buy a Hatchimal, however it didn't hatch. This led Dan to do the only reasonable thing, smashing it open with a hammer. A week later, he'd make another video titled "What Did I Do to Him?" Inspired by Mr. Gear's 1000 degree knife videos, Dan thought it would be a fun idea to try it on his videos. The only difference being that Dan didn't want to just use the blowtorch on a knife, so he used it directly on the Hatchimal, after adding a warning in the video. Just weeks later, news articles began slandering Dan for his actions in the video, with Mail Online labelling him as a brainless vlogger. For Dan, these articles would do minuscule damage to his public image, and he wouldn't even respond until much later. Dan addressed his side of the controversy in 2022, pretty much clearing it up completely.
Shall I finally talk about this? The context that was left out is on YouTube. The most popular videos that were getting
That's not a
tens of
controversy.
millions of views were hot knife
That
videos.
is not a
That's what I
controversy,
wanted
dog.
to replicate, but I
What?
didn't feel comfortable heating up a knife with a blowtorch, so I just blowtorched it.
This left Dan as one of the only Minecraft YouTubers who managed to survive cancel culture. But his story didn't stop there. Throughout Dan's time on YouTube, he has managed to keep up with the trends and not fall off the face of the platform. When starting out, he was making 1 to 2 videos a day for numerous years. However, doing everything himself would take a toll on Dan's mental health, leading him to be severely burnt out. This wouldn't stop him though, and it was a sign that he needed to get a team. He began rekindling his love for content creation with a surge in motivation and a massive amount of extra time to work on videos. His style began slowly adapting with each video, such as a change in background music, captions, or just an entirely different editing style. Dan himself admits that his style has changed throughout the years and is aimed towards an older audience now.
So I did make that conscious decision to cut out swearing and also be careful about what was in my videos. Like any blood, I wouldn't play the game. Any like extreme violence, I wouldn't play the game. It's different now because everyone's grown up. So I'm a little less conscious about that. My main channel is still and will always be family friendly. I wouldn't say it's kids orientated because the kid orientated stuff now is like really fast paced, in your face, shouting, overexcited. I'm not about that anymore. I'm 30 years old. I can't keep up with that.
Unfortunately, nothing can last forever. And on February 11th, 2023, after the birth of his second son, Dan posted a video titled "Retiring from YouTube." Believing the day had finally come, many fans hesitantly clicked on the video, expecting Dan to be talking about quitting YouTube. That's not quite how it went though. Dan speaks about how he'd improved his mental health, and instead of feeling forced to make videos for his fans, he now wants to do it. Additionally, he was going to be posting less videos, but improve the quality of them. What Dan went on to do afterwards, though, would shock many. Dan secretly made a new channel called Dan and Trey, where he posted a video titled "Welcome to the Lab" on August 31st, 2024.
Hey, I'm Dan. This is my buddy Treyorus, or Trey for short, and this is the lab. Now, we've been doing this for quite some time. This was our old lab back in 2013. We've had a lot of memories here. Good times. Really good times. But now we have this. It's bigger, it's better, and it even has toilets that spray your bum for you. Technology is so advanced these days. Oh!
While we're still waiting to see what is to come, from what we've seen so far, it looks like Dan is attempting to relive his glory days in the lab with Dr. Treyorus. Unfortunately, the lab is the newer one and not the classic one we all know and love, but it is still something to look forward to. Now, all this leaves us with the question, how did Dan TDM survive cancel culture? Firstly, unlike many creators, Dan stayed true to his values, being consistent with his personality whilst keeping a positive attitude
So
even when
boring. I
times are
thought Dan
tough for him.
TDM did, like,
This helped Dan
crazy
maintain.
things. What? I thought he did something crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy that it was in that. It was kind of boring. All right, let's get back to DuckDuckGo. Because I was. Look at some crazy shit. No. Don't give me crazy games. Look up crazy fucking stuff. Crazy word reference. Crazy stuff. Absurd facts. Okay. The ultimate crazy things caught on camera. Weirdest things caught on security cameras. Strange news. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. I'll watch the back rooms and stuff real quick. I don't know what's on here, but I need to run.
Back to the hotel that night and was listening to the footage, I realized I recorded a Monsanto exec joking with a DPR manager about a sick kid, referring to it as the bug-eyed one. And sure, I like making fun of diseased kids as much as the next guy, but right after that, one of them basically admitted to fault, which, mind you, they aren't doing publicly at all.
Huh? Alright, 200 incredible things caught on camera. Weird news. HuffPost. 100 facts don't make you go, what the fuck? Audie. Weird pictures, strange facts. Let's see what this is. Odd Stuff magazine. Funny pictures, bizarre news. Let's see what they mean by bizarre. Flying snowmobile. Was hazardous waves. Animals that are becoming extinct. These are just funny pictures. Why would this be odd? Not what I would consider odd. I really gotta put creepy. Weirdest things to do. Let me check my thing with you. Dark TTM. Draw miniature human brains with their own eyes. Ew. Scientists grew brain organoids with optic cups. Oh, shit, yeah. Finding that crows understand the concept of zero. Whoa. Figuring out why Brazil nuts rise to the top of the bag. A mutant daddy short legs. Daddy long legs. Whoa, shows up its long flexible legs. By switching off certain genes in the daddy long leg, scientists created a stunted daddy short legs version. But why? By shortening the famous arachnid's legs, the researchers hope to reveal the secrets behind its body plan, as well as its unique method of locomotion. Walking with 3 pairs of legs and waving as the longest pair about to feel its way around. After the gene tweak, the legs of the stunted daddy short legs had not only changed in size but also in shape. They morphed into short, food manipulating appendages called pedipalps. This offered the scientists a glimpse back in time at the kind of creatures that daddy long legs can have evolved from 400 million years ago. This isn't the last mutant arachnid the scientists want to create. They also plan to mutate spider fangs to glean similar insights into their evolution. Whoa. Turning water into a shiny golden metal. What the fuck? Inventing otherworldly time crystal. Reviving two 25,000-year-old zombies from Russian permafrost? What the fuck? Deloitte rotifers can enter cryptobiosis to survive extreme conditions such as freezing temperatures and drought. If you're able to find a group of zombies from the Pleistocene epoch frozen inside Siberian permafrost, reviving and cloning them is probably not high on your agenda. However, that's exactly what scientists described in a June paper published in the journal Current Biology. Thankfully, these zombies aren't the shambling, fictitious brain eaters popularized by George Romero, but are instead tiny multicellular organisms called Deloitte rotifers. Once thawed, the tiny creatures began reproducing asexually through a process called parthenogenesis, creating perfect clones of themselves. Remarkably, analysis of the soil and around the creatures showed that they had been frozen for 24,000 years, and they had survived by putting themselves inside a protective stasis called cryptobiosis. Scientists are hoping to study this clever trick to better understand cryopreservation and how it could be adapted for humans. Uh-oh. I'd probably fucking be put to sleep, but I don't know, because what the hell would happen? Drilling the deepest ocean borehole ever in the Pacific Ocean. Ooh. The research vessel Kamai cruises the Pacific Ocean near the Japan Trench. In May, scientists work off the coast of Japan used a long, thin drill called a giant piston corer to drill a 5-mile hole to the bottom of the Japan Trench. The scientists then extracted a 120-foot long sediment core from the bottom of the sea, hauling it all the way back up to their ship. The researchers wanted to examine the sediment core because they were searching for clues into the region's earthquake history. The drill site is located very close to the epicenter of the magnitude 9.1 Tohoku, a key earthquake. The 2011 quake caused an enormous tsunami that smashed into Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, caused a devastating meltdown, releasing a Russian doll set of stomach-bursting parasites. Ew. Fuck. They literally created fucking Alien. Why would you need to do that? They decided to put, what was it? A butterfly in a harsh habitat to see how it could survive. What happened is that the butterflies ended up harboring a stomach bursting parasitic wasp. Jesus. Apparently, the parasitic wasp bursts out of the stomach and also has other wasps inside it that are also bursting. Spread across the island. Let me look into that. What is it? Finnish. So the island of Satunga or something. That's fucking crazy. Oh my god, what? What is it called? Bruh. Let me see if molecular biology has. The island of Satuga. Well, now I want to look into this. Go to good old Google. I like DuckDuckGo when I'm trying to get like a really wide range of search topics, and then I like using Google when I need to organize my thoughts. So we're gonna look up Island of Satunga wasp experiment. Butterflies released in Finland contain parasitic wasps with more wasps inside. Ew. Ew. Fuck. It's over there in Finland. No shit. Out of all of this, they just found out they're not supposed to introduce what was it? They need to be careful with introducing species to different environments. Like no shit, dude. That's like I don't know, biology 101 or some shit. What happened to the wasp though? Just read that. Oh, 'cause this is 30 years ago. That's what it says on the thing. That was. Go back to life science real quick here. Russian doll warfare, plant, virus, bacteria, aphid, wasp. No, it was in 2021. They were they recorded it, I guess, or something. That's pretty interesting. Anyways, growing magic mushrooms in the blood through an ill-advised injection. What? That's weird. Okay. Cool stuff. Cool. Alright, I want to look at these 50 absurd facts. There's nothing like a good fact. Alright. You typically only breathe out of one nostril at a time. Yes, and I hate it. I hate that feeling. If I convince myself that I'm only breathing out of one, I become aware of it and it pisses me off. Vegetables don't really exist. What? What are they called? Botanically, is any part of a plant that is not reproductive portion or fruit which comes from the flower. Vegetables can be roots, stems, leaves, tubers, and bulbs. So, in essence, you have roots, stems, leaves, tubers, and bulbs. So make sure to eat your roots, stems, leaves, tubers, and bulbs. And flowers. I fucking love bulbs. I'm gonna start talking like that. I'm gonna stop using the word vegetable. That's just how it's gonna go, y'all. Okay? So if you understand when I'm talking about roots or bulbs, stems used to be my there's a certain type of stem that used to be my favorite for like the longest time back when I was vegan. Oh yeah. It's gonna get obnoxious, but I want to do it. Now that I know that exists, that's pretty cool. I like it at that. More people drown in fresh water than in salt. I can imagine that. Your brain uses up around 20% of your body's blood and oxygen. So this whole time we were like, we only use 20% of our brain. I think we meant our brain uses only up to 20% of our body's blood and oxygen. Raven's moods are affected by others. Ooh, damn. That's crazy. Moody ass birds and shit. I fucking love birds. I love birds. Birds are so fucking cute, dude. Giraffes hum. Aw, giraffes hum to each other at night to make sure their herd stays together. Aw, that's cute. Figs aren't considered vegan because they have dead wasps inside. I told you. Fucking hate figs and I hate wasps. We are born with only 2 innate fears. While it might seem like you've been afraid of snakes and spiders since you were born, it's not totally true. I found that humans have 2 innate fears: the fear of falling and the fear of loud sounds. I don't necessarily have the fear of loud sounds, but I also just I think they mean like it's like a nature thing. Like you could be sitting around just chilling, and then a loud sound happens, and you fucking lose your mind. That's true. Your blood makes up 8% of your body weight. 8%? Damn. David Bodie launched an internet provider in the late 90s. And in the late 90s, also launched an internet provider. He launched BowieNet in 1998, and the service remained available until the 2000s. For $19.95 a month, users would receive an email address, 5 mils of online storage meant for personal web page, exclusive audio and video of Bowie, access to chat rooms where Bowie would suddenly pop up on occasion, even multiplayer games. Sounds far cooler than AOL. That's kind of cool, actually. You have 1 in 14, 1600. Wait, hold on. You have a 1 in 1461, 1,461 chance of being born on a leap day. I can see that. The longest one syllable word in the English language. I'll start with S. Strengths. Okay. Ancient Greeks and Romans didn't have a number for 0. Right. So Caesar style is both Mexican, Italian, and American. Nobody knows how to open the entire vault at Fort Knox. Squirrels cause most power outages in the US. Fucking squirrels. Squirrel! You can tell the temperature by counting a cricket's chirps. Not aware if you're not sure what the temperature is on a summer day, just listen to the crickets. The musical creatures adjust their signature sounds according to temperature. It means that if you count how many times a cricket chirps in 15 seconds, and then add 37, you'll get a number that is pretty close, approximate, of the current temperature. Whoa. I don't hear any crickets, so I don't know. Children of identical twins are genetically siblings, not cousins. I'm so confused. So my cousins have twins. Wait, no. My cousins have kids. They won't be cousins, they'll be siblings genetically. That's pretty cute. My dad's dad was a twin. So my dad's twins kids makes my dad's his siblings genetically. Fair. I want to have twins. There's some triplets online. I don't know if you know about them, but if they have kids, their kids won't be genetically cousins. They'll be twins. They'll be siblings. That's funny. Wow. There's an entire a holiday dedicated to what would happen if cats and dogs had opposable thumbs. Oh, that is a cute picture of a dog, bro. Oh, I just want to snuggle. That's a cute dog. Costco sells enough toilet paper per year to wrap around the world 1,200 times. Wow. Big asses, I guess, huh? Cruise ships have their own morgues. Whoa. Nomophobia is the fear of not having a mobile phone. Lady, I kind of have that. I think I've established that a little bit. Oh, fuck. I think I have that, like, weirdly, like, what is it called? I wouldn't describe it something that I have. But when I'm like out in public and I don't have my phone, I get really antsy. So I consider that a form of nomophobia. But I can survive with it. I can get over it pretty fast. Ladybugs defend themselves by bleeding from their knees. Ew. That would make me want to stay away from them. The tiniest snail ever discovered could fit through a needle's eye. Aw. Bamboo grows so fast it's measured in miles per hour. Aw. They made a McDonald's for bees. When there's a double rainbow, the second rainbow mirrors the primary one. Kangaroo words are words that contains their own synonyms. What? Are words that contain their own synonyms? Like what? Blossom, bloom, chocolate, cocoa. Wait, what? Yeah, cocoa. Chicken, hen, rambunctious, raucous, deceased, dead. Oh wow, kangaroo words. Masculine, male. The longest feather bow was near. Oh, God, I don't care about like leather bows. Astronauts can make cookies in space. Oh my God! What? The inventor of the Pringles can is buried in a Pringles can. Ew. What does that even mean? In 1966, Frederick Bauer developed the ingenious idea for Procter and Gamble to uniformly stack chips inside a can instead of tossing them in a bag. Bauer was so proud of his invention that he wanted to take it to the grave. He communicated his burial wishes to his family. When he died at age 89, his children stopped at a Walgreens on the way to a funeral home to buy his burial Pringles can. They did have one decision to make, though. My siblings and I briefly debated what flavor to use. Bauer's eldest son told Time, but I said, look, we need to use the original. We can only assume he wouldn't have wanted it any other way. He's buried with them or buried in? I think it's buried with it. Bubble wrap was originally intended to be wallpaper. That's cool. Humans are the only animals with chins. What? Somebody has a chin? Dogs don't have chins? That's weird. What? Despite the many differences between humans and other creatures, there are plenty of similarities. Many creatures have hair, heart, eyes, and a powerful brain just like ours. But there's one feature we don't share with any other species: our chins. If you look across all the hominids, which is the family tree after the split with chimpanzees, there aren't really that many traits that we can say are exclusively human. The chin. And it takes nearly 2 days for a human to discharge a Lego through their body. Ew. A growly place is a place where you go to be alone when you're cranky. The Musketeers bars once came in 3 flavors. Oh, vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. Yeah, I think I've tried a strawberry one before. Those are good as fuck. Or I think they have them in those things. Those chocolate, those like heart chocolate boxes. Can you not? All right, I gotta deal with him real quick. One moment. Okay. They see me rolling. Okay. The U.S. Navy uses Xbox 360 controllers. What? Charlie Chaplin lost his own look-alike competition. To who? Oh, damn. Fax machine. How? Waterloo wasn't exactly famous conqueror. Napoleon Bonaparte's greatest defeat. Once upon a time, he was attacked by bunnies. The emperor had requested that a rabbit hunt be arranged for himself and men. His chief of staff set it up and had men round up around reportedly 3,000 rabbits for the occasion. When the rabbits were released from their cages, the hunt was ready to go. But things didn't go as planned as the bunnies charged toward Bonaparte and his men in a vicious, unstoppable onslaught. Oh my god. That's funny. Damn. Peter the Great imposed a beard tax. Russian revolutionary Tsar once opposed an annual beard tax on members of society who had facial hair. If someone wanted to keep their facial hair, they simply had to pay for it. After they made their deposit, they received a coin that said tax paid. We're guessing November wasn't in vogue at the time. Pluto might have a liquidy ocean under its icy surface. So there's an ant that's only native to New York City. Interesting. It's kind of absurd. All right, let's see what 200 incredible things. I want to see the ultimate crazy things. Also, Watch Mojo thing. I don't know if I want to watch that actually. But let's check it out. Maybe it's good. I just really don't talk. I think it's gonna piss me off. I don't think it's gonna be something we can watch. I hate Watch Mojo. Watch Mojo kind of pisses me off.
Smile, you're on camera. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're going to be exploring all the strange, weird, and downright.
I gotta skip that. Just you're showing videos.
Blocked. While driving the New Jersey Turnpike late at night, a man named Ivan Tuktin encountered a creepy sight. In front of him were 2 traffic cones, a black car, and a man wearing.
No, I can't stand Watch Mojo. There was one other video that I wanted to see. That could be good, but that's a personal one. I'm gonna watch it on my own time. Sorry, Charlie. I wanna see this.
To the damaged and unappreciated, fame is the ultimate cure. Fame is the parent that never loved you, and fame is the God that will answer your every prayer. To many people, the only thing that can truly fit the bottomless pit inside themselves is the screams of thousands of fanatical fans that worship their every move. Fame is seen as the one true solution to the problems deep within themselves that they have had for their entire life. Fame is the only possible way to transcend whatever harsh reality that they suffer.
I want what they have so badly. To be perfect. To be loved from as many people as possible to make up for all my time spent suffering.
What about the people
I'm a
that?
star! Please, I'm a star!
What about people that just kind of just? I mean, there's people who were born into fame. It's almost like it was meant for you. You have to admit that if you're
The movie
born,
Pearl
if
starring
you're the
Nia-
child of a fucking superstar, you're kind of just destined to be famous. Like that's something that you can't control. Like pretty sure that like Kanye and like Northwest, whether she wants it or not, she kind of is. There's nothing she can do about it. She was born from 2 superstars. Like she's gonna be famous. She's gonna do something. And I heard she was a Gemini. Geminis are kind of attention whores. Sorry. As a Gemini placement, I will admit I can be an attention whore. I'm also an ascendant Leo, so that's even worse. Good God. If I ever get famous, y'all are gonna be fucking annoyed with me. But y'all just won't be able to look away. Well, I don't think I'll be that annoying, but some people will get annoyed. People who don't like me might get annoyed. But that comes with territory. That's the territory of being famous is not everybody's gonna like you. They just gotta just sit there and watch you do you. 'Cause spotlight's on you and shit. Anyways, that's what I think.
Mia Goth follows the life of a young girl during the middle of World War I in the 1918 influenza pandemic. Pearl lives on a Texas homestead and spends her days tending to her chores and taking care of her father, who is also
Precious.
paralyzed. Pearl has
Don't watch
ambitious
Precious,
dreams,
by the
but
way.
her mother Ruth is
I-
strict, harsh,
Precious
and
is
disapproving
one of
towards
those
almost
movies.
everything she does.
Pause. God.
Pearl struggles to accept her current life and instead wishes for a way to escape it.
Freaking Precious. Don't watch Precious, by the way. That's not a good movie. It's not an appropriate movie. Well, it's really traumatizing. That movie's so effed up. That's a really, really, really dark movie. Like Requiem for a Dream type dark. It's just, I don't know. If you like that type of stuff, then go ahead. But to be honest, it's not a feel good movie in the slightest, and I would argue that it's almost trauma. It's a traumatizing watch. There's some movies that I feel like genuinely can actually traumatize you for watching it.
Suffocating reality, and she finds it within the silver screen at the local cinema. Pearl finds refuge in the images of the dancing chorus girls, and she begins to feel that this is her way out, the thing that will free her from her insufferable life. The thought of being a pretty girl in the picture, showered with admiration and adorned with fame, feels like the one true cure to the deep emotional suffering that she endures living with her mental issues. Throughout the film, Pearl fantasizes about her coming fame and clings to the vision of it as if it is the only thing keeping her alive. If this does not work out, her life will be over. There is no future if the one she imagines doesn't come to fruition.
I guess.
I think this movie is a perfect representation of why so many people cling to a vision of fame or this goal as if their life depended on it. Some people don't really care for fame at all, but instead desire recognition for their talents, while others, like Pearl, just crave this admiration and approval they find so comforting from fame. The goal isn't recognition for some talent or ability for people like Pearl. The goal is fame and approval itself, no matter the cost. This phenomenon isn't really recognized as one of the reasons that there are so many troubled people in Hollywood, but is instead viewed as a natural byproduct of it. And while, of course, many people were fine before Hollywood, and that toxic machine ended up giving them a bunch of problems with substance abuse and mental health, I do think the entertainment industry itself attracts a very specific kind of person. Like
That's a good
moths drawn
point.
to a flame, Hollywood's promise of fame and admiration draws the insecure and unappreciated right into its unforgiving grasp. From James Dean and Marilyn to Anna Nicole Smith and even Lady Gaga, this dream of being famous and adored is sometimes an attempt to make up for something that people can feel is lacking within themselves. A lot of times this stems from childhood trauma, like abuse and loss for James or Marilyn, or consistent bullying, like with Lady Gaga. Of course, I don't think everyone who is famous is like this, but I do think fame is extremely attractive to people who suffer deep emotional turmoil or who just wish for love and acceptance that they never really received. It almost becomes a cliche. A young, troubled artist who has an unfortunate childhood begins to escape it by imagining a future of fame and fortune where the pain they endure can now never reach them. The mindset of one day I'll show them all how amazing I am and then I'll finally feel loved. This vision
The thing about their success is because they gone through so much trauma that they endure so much other shit that comes with fame, and so it's like almost second nature for them. I don't know. I'm just piggybacking off of what they're saying.
vision becomes solidified into a life goal, seen as the only thing that will truly save them. These artists become perfectionists and push themselves to the extreme, feeling they always need to prove something.
I was in the worst mood on the way here. I just get so revved up when I do these benchmark shows, because I start to think about all the people that have tried to stop me, and I get this super intense fury. Yeah, and then I think about how I don't really give a shit if people don't understand what I do. I just sometimes feel like a loser still, It's crazy because it's like we're at the garden, but I still sometimes feel like a loser kid in high school. And I just gotta pick my shit up. I gotta pick myself up. And I have to tell myself I'm a superstar every morning so that I can get through this day and be for my fans what they need for me to be. But sometimes I still feel like people are trying to destroy me.
Wanting to be the best or being a perfectionist is thought to be linked to
Being what is it called? Well, yeah. If you, I mean, technically, I would say go. Technically speaking, you should try to any venture, any goal, any super big goal that you're trying to do. I would definitely try to heal any issues that you're having because a lot of the things that any goal that you go after is gonna come with hard work. It's gonna come with hard work anyway. You're gonna have to work hard. You're gonna have to fucking bend over backwards because that's what it takes to achieve shit. It's called grit, and you have to have it. And the problem is that when you get to a certain level of success, you realize that to continue that success, you do have to keep up with the marathon that that goal might have brought to you. And if you don't heal all this shit before you go into it, then it's gonna fucking eat you, you know? So I would definitely recommend that for anybody before you go into a big venture of yours or a big path. Try to find some healing. Try to find a good. Try to get to a good place where you're at with your mental health and substance abuse, all the things that like you you think that or don't recognize, even maybe don't even recognize as weaknesses. You would try to get those under grasp, because it's only going to get exasperated when you're having to be in like the eye of the hurricane of success and stuff, whether you're going after fame or going after being a neurologist, going after being a Wall Street werewolf. Like anything that you do, it's going to come with hard work. And you got trauma, baggage, any baggage that you have, you gotta have to figure that shit out before. I would recommend it because, like I said, you go into any of those ventures with any baggage and stuff, it's gonna eat you. It will, you know. And with fame, especially, people are gonna constantly talk shit about you. There's just no way. The spotlight. You're in this when you're famous. You're in the spotlight, and it doesn't matter if you're loved by so many. Because of your spotlight, you're gonna also be seen by you're gonna be accessible at that point. And because you're accessible, you're public domain, and people, you're like a window shop. People can see you. They can see what you're doing. They can have an opinion on you, and they can tell you. Especially if you got like comment sections and Twitter feeds that you don't even have anything to do with you. People can have an opinion on you on their blogs or their Twitter pages. It's whatever. Even if you don't like, looking up your name on anything could very well pop. Those things could pop up. Definitely have to be super secure with yourself before like I said, any big goal or venture, because it can be tough. People have expectations with you in any big goal. Being a neurologist, working on Wall Street, those aren't little things. Those are massive accomplishments, and people are gonna probably put you on a pedestal, have expectations, and that just comes with the territory. Not fucking up is something that you're gonna have to fucking deal with as you climb the ladder of success in any venture.
Childhood, and either parents with too high of expectations or ones that didn't validate their children enough. It becomes a sort of subconscious attempt to resolve not having your needs met as a child, so you attempt to get them met from everybody else around you. It's no secret that some of the best artists in the industry are labeled or seen as tortured geniuses. These people are so incredibly hard on themselves and seem to never be pleased with their craft, working long hours, but still never really feeling accomplished or good enough. I think one of the biggest examples of this is the tragic story of Marilyn Monroe. Jane Russell, who starred alongside Marilyn in the movie Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, once said this about her in an interview. Marilyn was very determined and an extremely hard worker. After a full day of shooting, she would stay back with her coach and keep going all night, while all I could think about was going home to have dinner and crash. When asked why she thinks Marilyn succumbed to the pressures of Hollywood and suffered so greatly, Jane said, "I know in my case, I was home. I didn't have to leave home and come to Hollywood. I lived just across the hills. I had 4 brothers and mom and all my high school friends. When times are good, it's wonderful, and when they are tough, you have them for support." I think that's very important. Marilyn didn't have any of that. She didn't have anyone or family to go home to. You see, Marilyn had a chaotic childhood. Her biological mother suffered deep psychological issues and was in and out of psychiatric asylums. Monroe ended up being moved to 12 different foster care families growing up and even spent time in an orphanage. It's also alleged that Marilyn Monroe herself suffered child abuse. Now, of course, any one of these factors by themselves is very traumatizing, but stability and love from your family up until the ages of 7 to 8 are crucial in determining the personality and mental health of the child for the rest of their life. When those vital years are plagued by chaos, abuse, or just a lack of real unconditional validation and love, this can lead to this child or victim internalizing this feeling of low self-worth, or like they have to prove themselves to others. These people don't view love and appreciation as a given, but as something that they have to go out of their way to work for, and something that is conditional. This can create the perfect conditions for the fame-driven celebrity to form. Nothing becomes a greater incentive to push yourself to be the best than this feeling that you aren't good enough, and that if you just worked harder, or if you become that idealized image of yourself that's in your head, then you will finally feel worthy and secure. Now, while I'm sure most of us as children at one point or another had this vision of being famous or thought it looked fun, I do think there's also a correlation between low self-worth and trauma and having that dream. I myself even noticed when I was growing up in a chaotic household and I was moving around all the time, I felt from time to time when I was very little that being famous or extremely successful would fix everything. It became almost like this fantasy that comforted me that I could escape into. Anything that could take me out of my crazy ass reality was always seen as attractive. I especially noticed this even more once I got older and began to heal and go to therapy. And this wish to become so huge, or the comfort that I would get from this thought of becoming huge, or even just being a people pleaser, always wanting validation from others, went away because I realized that, the validation doesn't come from outside of myself, it comes from within. Now, I think this almost obsessive craving for fame can stem from one of two factors. Either seeking validation, escaping your reality, or mental trauma, or a mixture of both. Another film that I think represents this traumatic escapism perfectly is the movie Precious. Now, this movie is very dark and horrible, and before I go on, just a warning, I will be mentioning childhood essay and incest. The movie Precious follows the life of a young black girl growing up in Harlem in 19.
I want to skip that. Yeah. Precious was not. I don't like that movie. I can't watch it. I don't want to be reminded about it. But I do want to see what's going on with face tap philosophy. More about this channel. I think I've seen this before. All right. Just a forewarning, I'm not falling into any of these. I gotta see what the hell these are about.
If America were personified into a deity and its cultural values transformed into religious virtues, just beneath hyper-individualism and materialism would lie entertainment. The American is his own God, his own idol, his own savior. The American finds hope not within religion or community, not even within a physical thing, but within a vision of his own future success, of a life he can one day live, and a person who he can one day become. The American, so preoccupied by visions of wealth and success, so overcome by hedonism and material, and so possessed by the worship of the self, is more susceptible than any other to intellectual bankruptcy. As an American who likes to believe that I myself am not dumb, there is no way I can deny the truth in the stereotype. While most papers or videos on this topic tend to focus more on funding or access to education, I think there is another huge factor that many people forget about, and that is culture. The way I see it, culture transcends things like the opportunity and resources someone has to be able to accomplish something. Cultural norms are the roadmap that we use to navigate our society and to decide what things are right or wrong, what things are desirable or fashionable, and how we perceive the world all around us. If education, for example, becomes seen as not as important or even cumbersome, unstylish, and uncool, people will then not have as much drive to focus on it. You can lead a horse to water all you want, but you can't make it drink. Commitment to education is optional, regardless of the amount of resources and opportunities available to an individual. This is why countries with less resources and opportunity, but high cultural value on education, consistently outperform Western countries in certain subjects. Developing nations' path to success is a lot more narrow, and the options are far less. So everything gets put into education, because no matter what, education is opportunity. So then, if America doesn't put enough cultural emphasis on education, then what does it value instead? Well, like the intro explained, hyper individualism, success, and entertainment. Most of you watching are probably already aware of the first two, but might be confused on what I mean by entertainment. When I say entertainment,
I'm confused.
I don't mean American.
Hyper individualism. That's what I really want to know. What does that even mean? So let's see. So we have American culture incentivizes ignorance. Okay. America is spoiled. American dream, influence of Hollywood and fame. Rise of social media and the influencer perform of dumbassery. Real reason Americans are dumb. Opportunity. In America, you don't have to be educated. I mean, I guess. I would say this, though. It's easier to get a job. Like a really good job. If you have a little bit of an education. I would argue a degree and a specific degree. When you go into to all that stuff, you can get better jobs with education. It's just like the whole idea about like, I mean, somebody calling on me. I've never understood famous. A lot of people equated fame to money, and that's so wrong. That's so wrong. That's so wrong, dude. Oh my god, dude. As a Capricorn placement, I have got to take my glasses off for this. Fame does not equate to money. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. It has never equated. There are so many famous broke people, it's not even funny. Okay? So just know that for sure. Fame does not equate to money. Working equates to money. The harder you work in a job, the more money you will make. The more hours you put into a job, the more money you will make. Okay? The better job you have, the more money you will make an hour. And you could argue and say that the less hours you have to put in to make a certain amount of money. But then again, based off of those hours, you could work a lot more hours and make more money. So, yeah. Fame doesn't equate to money. What fame equates to is lack of discretion, in my opinion. The more famous you become, the less autonomy you have, in my opinion. You want to be able to go to the movies, you want to be left alone, you want to have all this stuff. Don't get famous. I'm not saying that to be mean or whatever, but it's the truth. The more famous you become, the less the more people will recognize you, the less stuff you'll kind of be able to do. Look at Justin Bieber. He hates being famous. He got money because he worked hard. And by that I mean he did a lot of shows. He went to a lot of countries, did a lot of concerts. That's what made his money. He made a lot of music that did really well on the charts. So a lot of people bought his albums. So that's how he made his money. He didn't make money because he was the most famous boy. He doesn't get to go to the movies, doesn't get to walk down the street without being bombarded by paparazzi because he's famous. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Do not go into fame thinking that it's gonna make you money. It just you might think that's weird, but there's a lot of YouTubers that you don't know about at all that are making money because the numbers look right. You know what I'm saying? You can be a micro influencer and still make a decent amount of money because of the traffic. So yeah, fame is it's whatever. But the 90s did something weird to fame where they were like making this exclusive thing. It was like, I don't know. It was weird. But anyways, let's continue here. I gotta know how he doesn't talk about hyper individualism. What is that? What's performative dumbassery? What does he say about that?
That line of reasoning. Now, another thing about Americans that really irks me is what I like to call performative dumbassery.
You did hashtag Jew Talk, Israeli, Rosh Hashanah, fish head. Now, Trisha, you know you can't. You says rating my.
Yeah. Anybody do that? Americans value popularity and entertainment. What the hell is hyper individualism? I gotta see if someone else uses that word. Oh yeah. Oh okay. Yeah. You yeah, individualism would be leaning into being more cringe. Just saying. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fucking fact. Because the only reason why the cringe thing came about is because when I was 4 years old, I cringed. No, I was 7 years old, and I would cringe when I would remember things that I said when I was 5, trying to be a little kid. That would make me cringe. You know what I'm saying? Because it sounded stupid or didn't make any sense later on when I thought about it. It wasn't even like an embarrassing thing. Like embarrassing shit happens all the time. Never cringe. I don't give a fuck. I've pissed my pants. I've fallen out of chairs. I fucking farted in class back before people were like using the book to like cover it and make a video out of it. No. I was farting in class, full on fart in the middle of a test, bro. In the middle of a fucking quiet ass test. Before it was funny. You know what I'm saying? That's individualism. That's being yourself. That's being fucking cringe and not giving a fuck. Granted, I do cringe at things, but only when it's like doesn't make sense. When I try to be funny and it didn't make sense. Like the one thing I can really recall is it still makes me cringe to this day. Is when I was like 5 or 6 and me and my dad were watching the trailer for Are We There Yet? Oh my god, I don't know why. It sounds good. It kind of sounds good, but it was fucking, to this day I can't stand it because it just doesn't, it was good in that 10 seconds when I said it. It was good in that 10 seconds. But ever since then, I don't understand how the fuck I could do it. I don't know how the fuck to explain it. It just didn't. I said, "Are we there yet?" to "Are we there yet?" Not that big of a deal. To this day, can't stand it. I hate the way it sounds. I said that when I was 5. To this day, I love my little kid self, and I'm glad they said it because it was great in that moment. But it's one of the things that I'm like, it's like a creative thought that I'm like, oh my god. You have to start somewhere though. You got to start somewhere. And it makes sense. It doesn't not make sense, but it's just the most. It sounds like chalkboard. It sounds like nails on chalkboard to me when I say it. When I think about it and say it. I don't know why. That's for me is what cringe. Anything else is not cringy. I don't care what in the fuck it is. Like it could be little 5-year-olds fucking saying skibbity for 5 hours. Would not make me cringe. Nothing will make me cringe more than me saying "Are we there yet?" to "Are we there yet?" Although saying it more out loud is giving me exposure therapy, and I'm getting over it. But yeah, in my head for the longest time, I think up until this moment, it was like a personal thing that I just could not I could not, like, what's the word for it? I could not cope. I could not cope with it. I couldn't cope with it. I still can't cope with it. Ugh. I need a minute because I'm like genuinely like, oh my god. It's one of those things. It's very visceral. It's not even that big of a deal. Oh. I could listen to some music or something. I'm like actually shaking. Look at this. How do you see that? I'm like, it's very visceral. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? I don't know. It's just so corny. It was just very corny. It's such a corny thing to say, but it's like, I was 5. Who the fuck can't even comprehend? Let me see. Let me make sure I was 5. Because this is, Are We There Yet was, I'm 28, about to be 29 in March. That came out in 2005. So maybe it wasn't 5. That's the problem, is that I don't think I was 5. Because in 5 it would have been 2001. Ew, I think I was 9. I was 9. Okay. I was 9 years old when I said that. It's probably a year before that, so maybe 8 years old. 8 years old saying that. I thought about it when I was like 11, maybe, or like a year later or something. 2 years later. Anyways, that to me is cringe. Everything else though is pretty. I've done some cringy shit. Farting in class during the test. That was really fucking traumatizing. I'm not gonna lie. It was really fucking. It was not funny. It wasn't. It was not funny. I didn't smell or anything, but I'd been holding in the fart for like an hour during the test because it's a fucking test, you know? This is back in like middle school, too. Okay. Back when shit like this kind of mattered. I wasn't cool either, you know? I was very under the radar. I was dressed not great, you know? I was already a weird kid in middle school. And to go and fart was just crazy. It was crazy. It was a big fart, too. It's like a fucking deep butt fart. And it even got worse, bro. I got worse because I was like, I raised my hand because I was like, I fucking gotta get out of here. I raised my hand and was like, please let me go to the bathroom. I didn't tell that to the teacher, but I was like, can I go to the restroom? You know? So it just got worse until I was fucking just left. And then, yeah. Fuck, dude. Went to the bathroom, used the bathroom, but it was a rough 5, probably rough an hour after that. But now it's like cool. All these kids are like farting in class. Which I'm glad. You know, I'm not gonna fucking hate on like young kids. I'm not gonna be one of those old people that are like, oh man, they have it better than me. I gotta fucking hate them. No, I'm glad. Farting is normal. Farting is healthy. It should be fine. You can cause issues if you don't fart, you know? Especially with all the issues with like microbiomes and guts and stuff. It just fart, you know? Just let it out. I would say there's a limit to it, You know, if you're like in a closed space, like don't if you can help it, don't fucking like um don't crop dust anybody. Don't do that either. I think that's a little bit different than just like letting out a fart. If the fart doesn't stink, you know, or you can't help it, or like the noise of a fart is fine. But like if you're gonna crop dust the whole, like, don't crop dust nobody, you know? And say excuse me, like be polite about it, have some manners about it, you know, like, hey, excuse me, I got a fart. And then fart. You know, if you got some spray, spray it. You know, just be cordial about it. If anything, that's fine. I heard somewhere though that like some chick was on a plane sitting next to this gross ass dude. Apparently he was not bad looking, so he could have had a move, but apparently he was like farting the whole flight. And like she like threw up. She like actually went to the bathroom to puke because he was farting so gross in the plane. That's different. That's very different than letting out one loud fart and leaving. You know, I at least left the room to like, you know, waft my fart. You know, this motherfucker was on like an hour, 2 hour plane, just fucking. He was asleep too. He was in his sleep too. Like, bro, what did you fucking? You can't eat a carne asada before flight. You can't crop dust. He was like, but the way she described it, he was sitting in between two chicks, farting the whole plane. Fucking male eagle, fucking like man spread. That's dark. That's different. That's mad different. Poor girl was like suffering the whole plane. She got sick in the bathroom. That's fucking disgusting. That's a problem. That's an issue, dog. For sure. So let's see what hyper individualism is.
This episode is brought to you by
Because
Curiosity.
I don't think anyone's being themselves. Anybody who's trying to like, they're trying really, really, really hard to like be different, which is not being yourself. You need to be boring. You need to be yourself. If being boring is being yourself, then you need to be boring. You know what I'm saying? That's what being yourself is. But I think the core of it is going to come down to gender and sexuality. I think that's really what the core of like being yourself is going to come down to, is not necessarily, oh, are you boring or not? I think it's going to come down to shit that we're actually talking about now today, which is like being trans or being gay and stuff. I think that's really the main issue, and why you have people who are doing hyper individualism, which we're about to get into right now.
Stream. Get free access to Nebula, the ad-free, creator-controlled streaming service, when you sign up for Curiosity Stream at the link below.
We want every American to know the dignity of a hard day's work. We can lift our citizens from welfare to working hard.
It's indicative of a problem in our culture where we've started to sideline.
Cause for mockery and dismissal. To blame structures or systems or society is seen as childish weakness, as an attempt to shield yourself or others from accountability. The trouble is that individualism is an utterly absurd way of explaining the world. In 2018, a group of Harvard researchers analyzed data from the US Census and attempted to find correlations between a person's life story and their current income. They discovered that there was such a strong connection between the place someone is born and their future income that they put together a map called the Opportunity Atlas, which shows the median incomes of people born in each zip code, and even predicts what those incomes will be in the future. In 2015, another study found a similar link between your future income and your parents' wealth. The report stated the way...
Yeah. Oh no. It's a very, very. I hate to say this. Now I'm gonna say something before I go into this. Doesn't matter where you come from. Does not matter where you come from. What matters is what you do with your life. You work hard. You're a good person. You make connections with people. You can come out of anything. There's a lot of people that have come out of the cut and have been well off. Eminem, fucking Michael Jackson, even Justin Bieber was born in the cut. Wasn't born into money and fame and stuff like that. Didn't have all the opportunities you might expect, but they worked hard. They put themselves in the right position to be successful, and they were. But it is a big thing to note that yes, a lot of times kids will strive to work harder or work for a certain lifestyle if they're exposed to a certain lifestyle. You expose a kid to a certain lifestyle, they're gonna fight for that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? kid is born into the Hamptons, fucking eats caviar every day. They're gonna work hard. They're gonna work enough to make sure that they can afford caviar and to go to the Hamptons every year. That's just what statistics, that's what like a lot of, you know, yeah, mostly statistics have shown. This is probably gonna fucking get into that.
Wage gap for people from different backgrounds is significant. The expected income of people raised in well-off families in the 90th percentile, that is, the top 90% of the national median household income, is about 200% larger than the expected income of children raised in poor families, in the 10th percentile, and about 75% larger than that of children raised in middle-class families, in the 50th percentile. What's more, people raised in middle-class families will earn close to double what children from lower-income families earn in adulthood. Put simply, by combining these studies, sociologists are able to predict your lifetime income based on the zip code you were born in and how much money your parents make. Not based on how hardworking you are, not based on your personal qualities or capitalist instincts. No, the circumstances of your birth are the single largest predictors of your financial success. If everyone truly were entirely or even mostly in control of their destiny, if the myth of individualism were true, how could that be possible? The ridiculous...
What? Okay. Okay, we're getting into propaganda shit. Okay, let's look up the definition of what individualism is. Individualism is a political and social philosophy. Oh. Okay. So, just to break down what hyper individualism is, I know that one guy was kind of like not really talking about it the right way. So it's a political social philosophy that emphasizes the moral worth of the individual. So it's about morals. It has nothing to do with who you are as a person. It's like, okay, because so yeah, I think the other guy was talking about identity. Yeah, the effect of being who or what a person or thing is. Yeah, okay, so that's what I was confused. They were hyper I would say hyper specification, if anything, which is way more different than hyper individualism. Because that hyper individualism would end up being like an intense version of individualism, which is the political and social philosophy of moral worth, which I don't think anyone is remotely concerned about morals. Well, I say that. Well, you know what? Maybe they're onto something. The other guy, not Tats. Tats was onto identity. He was more. He was talking about identity. This guy's talking about the actual political social philosophy, which I'm not really into right now. That's not what I'm trying to get into. The myth of individualism, which is also probably not using the word right, but we could probably get into something here. Then again, individualism is like a political thing. I don't really want to get into that actually. So we're gonna move away from that. I still want to hear what Tats has to say, even though it seems very biased and it's very more of opinionated. We're getting into a lot of people who would like to be on like these commentary things. It's really their essays, these video essays are just kind of like a giant, just a long video explaining their opinions, is what I've noticed. Unfortunately, I feel like a lot of these video essays are just really really stretched out explanations for opinions. Which is great, but if you an essay, Let's talk about an essay is. How to write an essay. Okay, yeah, so you have an argument. So it's, yeah, they're arguing their opinion. Okay, that's definitely an essay then. So hmm. So then if we move away from opinion and we enter the realm of theory, what's the difference between that? What's the difference between an opinion and a theory? A theory is a systematically organized set of concepts and principles to explain a phenomenon. One opinion is a personal belief or judgment. Okay, so yeah. A lot of these video essays, they like to frame themselves as theories, but a lot of them are not really based off of systematic concepts or principles. In my opinion, that's an opinion. You can't really make a theory on that one. A theory would be that they are using these forms of videos because it frames themselves as theories because conspiracy theories were a trend for a while. That's a theory. So I'm going to get back to tats because I want to see what else they kind of say. Philosophy? What's the difference between... What's a philosophy versus a theory? Philosophy explores fundamental questions about existence, reality, and knowledge. Theories are system ideas intended to explain something based on principles independent of the subject matter. So yeah, theory is going to be rooted in... Let's look at, for instance, what a hypothesis is, right? An assumption or concession made for sake of argument, an assumption or concession made for the sake of an argument. Hypothesis. It's a proposed explanation for a phenomenon. Okay, so a hypothesis is an assumption made before research that's testable and falsifiable, whereas a theory is a well-substantiated, unifying explanation based on varied data and always backed by evidence. So a theory is actually based off of evidence. It's backed by evidence. So that's what a big theory is. So yeah, a hypothesis is something else. Philosophy is... it's exploring questions about existence and reality. One thing I'm not very keen on with culture is that they use all these words interchangeably because English language is very interchangeable, but it doesn't... It insults my intelligence at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I get it, and I see where you're coming from, and I know the need for commercialization is like very ingrained in us. But at the same time, like, your need for success and your hunger for success shouldn't... and we're going to learn this over time. We've learned this over time. We're learning this now. And the next phase of existence is going to be tearing down the kind of the pillars that were built off of what I'm about to say. Stepping on people to succeed is becoming more recognized, and it's going to be something that we won't be able to do in a couple of 100 years. It'll be very recognized, it'll be very seen, and it's going to be something that we are probably going to be tearing down in the next couple of years. I foresee it. That's a theory based off of astrology. It's also a theory based off of how things have been playing out. You know, anything that's been exploitative, anything that's, um, like I said, because of cancer culture and everything, and everybody kind of bringing up the past. It's it's just where it's headed. I fear, you see a lot of these a lot of companies are going to start cleaning up their image. They're cleaning up their ways of business. There's a lot of like rules being implemented, stuff like that. Um, yeah, but I still want to hear what they say because I don't know. I like their face tats, but I don't think I agree with any of their opinions. In I think they're. Oh my God, what was that? Did that just come out? Straight men are pressed to 2 days ago. God. Everybody dies. Whoa. Fell over Niagara Falls. It's time to face yourself and learn to be alone. Wow. The surprising social themes from the Barbie. Everything all at once. Have celebrities become the modern gods? Well, I mean, if he's asking, is that a rhetorical? I think it might be a rhetorical question to state their opinion, but nevertheless, I will answer it. It depends on what they mean by gods, because there's like the Greek, you have Greek gods, then you have like deities, gods. You have Greek gods, list of deities, different cultures, mythopedia, list of Greek mythological features. So these are like religions. Okay, so he's speaking about like, he's not really speaking about a higher power. He's talking about like in these theological figures and stuff, right? That's what they're called, mythological, theological, stuff like that. No, I don't think so. I feel like the closest thing to maybe the myth, like the to that, maybe like I say this in the terms of like dictatorship type of vibe, but I feel like maybe Kim Jong-un could be seen as a god, just because he's a dictator in his own country and stuff. But that's about it. I don't think anyone, celebrity or like famous person, is really seen where they can't do anything wrong. I would say, if anything, they're kind of like held to a higher, what is it called? Higher standard and stuff. Might be victimized to being put on a pedestal. You know? Very cool stuff though. All right, I'm not feeling tats anymore. Straight men are oppressed. Yes, they are. They're oppressed, but no one knows how. I've just talked about this with somebody the other day. Straight men, we can't address your oppression because you won't come face to face with what you're oppressed about. Okay? When you figure out what's hurting you, then we can help you. But until then, you're just kind of coming off as just like, a lot of people see it as just, victimizing, when there's something there's something wrong, but you have to figure that out before anyone else can, you know? whether that's coming to the truth with your sexuality or your gender or your mental health, things like that. I was just saying this. A lot of people, a lot of straight dudes don't want to come forth with what their issues are because they don't want to be seen as a marginalized group, and be put in that weakness box because they have all these oppositions to gays and women and trans people because they're afraid that if they come face to face with their own issues that they might fall into those categories, and then or mental health as well, depressed or something, and then they'll see themselves as one of the people that they don't like. But they have to address that before anyone we can actually give a shit, otherwise it's kind of just like, what are you talking, we don't know how to help you. We could help you if you knew what was wrong, but that's an individual thing, and you can't go to like internet, and you can't become famous and do all these weird things that dudes would do. They made a joke about it. They're like, dudes do anything except for go to therapy. And it's kind of true, we want to help. People want to help, everybody wants to help a straight, we don't want to. Men don't need to be ostracized or alienated because they're a man or they're masked or anything. They deserve to feel like they're a part of something bigger than them. But for the most part, it's always been men versus everyone else. And I think if they don't figure out who they are, aside from just being a man, they won't figure out what's wrong, and they won't be able to help. And you'll just end up going into the circle of issue with men. It's an issue with men. It's men, this, and this men. And it sucks, As a humanitarian, I don't like seeing people suffer, and I know men are suffering. But they go so far to be away from all these things that could be considered weaknesses, when it's like you can only get help when you come face to face with what your weaknesses even are. They like to put this facade that they're so strong and they're doing all these things, but then they want to be helped like as if they're weak, when it's like, dude, you're telling us nothing's wrong and you're wanting us to figure it out for you when we can't. No one can do that. We can tell you, oh, maybe you're gay, maybe you're this, maybe you're that, but if you don't figure it out, because it might not be that you're gay, it might not be that you're trans, it might not be anything that crazy, but it's definitely something wrong. Maybe you have schizophrenia, maybe you have depression, maybe you have anxiety, maybe you need to get, you need to go to ketamine therapy, maybe you need to figure out that there's a trauma that you're not addressing, stuff like that. And I'm afraid that we won't ever get to the bottom of the issue if that's how the approach is going to continually be, Why do good people become monsters? Nature versus nurture. Usually created. Unhealed people let themselves get swallowed up by kinds of stuff. Yo, why Mr. Peanut Butter and could never work? Did they break up? Oh, what's this about?
In this video, I'm going to explain my first time doing DMT and what I did to make the entities hate me. I'm going to explain the lead up in acquiring the DMT. But if you're only interested in the trip report, go to the timestamp on screen now. Oh shit, you're still here. I guess you actually want to hear the full story. Well, for some context, I tried it back in my stoner phase, and I don't know exactly why I had such a burning curiosity for it, considering it sounds utterly terrifying, and it is, but I am yet to meet a stoner who hasn't at least considered it, so maybe being high 24/7 played a tiny role in my decision. Now, buying the DMT actually took me an entire year because my dealer refused to sell to people who were inexperienced. He instead offered me an LSD gummy bear for free. I am eternally grateful for this because the LSD was a good way for me to dip my toes in the water and at least get some context for the psychedelic experience. After doing the LSD, I was satisfied with my experience and didn't feel the need to do any more psychedelics for quite a while. I went on to live my normal life until about a year later when I got a random message from my dealer who I hadn't heard from. In the message he said, "I think you've had enough time to prepare yourself now. If you would still like to try DMT, let me know." I had nothing else on for the rest of the
I'm sorry. Oh, dude, I'm pretty sure that guy just didn't have DMT. He probably just didn't have DMT to sell him. Hold on, I gotta get to my cat. Freaking see John. That's what I think.
the afternoon, and I was still naive and young, so I hit him back straight away and said fuck yes. So we met up, did the deal, and he gave me some final words of advice about how to smoke it and how I should let go of all expectations before doing it. I remember the look in his eyes before we parted ways could only be described as anxious pride. But now with the context out of the way, it is time for the trip report. I took his advice and put one layering of DMT crystal on top of a half-pack cone of green and then layered more green on top. I sat on my bed and pulled the whole cone in one pull and held the smoke for as long as I could. As I exhaled, I immediately realized what I've actually done, and I was overcome with fear and excitement because of the anticipation as I felt my body succumb to the anesthesia effect and fell backwards. I was at least somewhat prepared by having a trip sitter who immediately grabbed the bong from my hand before I spilt it all over myself. For a moment as I lay there were no sounds, no geometric patterns. It was completely silent. Until the stillness was broken by a high-pitched whining, which seemed to reverberate across the entire room, before the fabric of reality tore away like the wrapping on a Christmas present to reveal the truth underneath. It felt like I had just woke up, and I was holding an awareness someplace else. There was an impossible architecture in every direction, and mind-blowing reds and oranges that filled this high-tech alien-looking world seemed alive. My focus, however, was on an entity that was observing me since the moment I arrived. I can only describe it as an energetic presence which appeared to be shape-shifting. As it moved, it left a trail that would snake back to center once it stopped. It danced around me and seemed over the top excited that I was there, but at first it didn't seem personally concerned with my feelings, thoughts, or emotions. Leaning in, it brought into focus a device I described like those overhead lights you have at the dentist. It brought it inches away from my face, and then we sat in silence for a moment. As it looked at me, it took a smiling face like a mask and was almost eagerly nodding, like it was waiting for me to do something. But all of a sudden, I was interrupted. A friend of mine I had forgot who was coming had been running late and walked into the room. I opened my eyes and the world exploded with details. I went to extend my arm to my friend and tried to greet him, but as soon as I opened my mouth to speak, my focus shot straight back to the ceiling and I was back on the other side. I was now speaking a language that was pure syntax, no meaning, just a mode of frequency that was spewing from my mind like I stepped on a play button for a recording in the back of my head. The entity watching started grinning hysterically and was overcome with excitement. Every word I spoke of this language produced a bright blue light from my mouth that shot like a laser into the device sitting above my face, and all the cogs of the device and the wall behind the entity started turning as it was gaining power. As the machine powered up, I felt a lump in my throat manifest which started being pulled up out of me. The entity leaned in with anticipation. I looked up at the entity, truly petrified at this point. My expectations for the experience were shattered, and I didn't feel safe as I gave way to being astonished. I lost complete focus and stopped chanting. The machine began turning off as the cog stopped turning, and the entity looked angry in a non-violent way, maybe just a bit frustrated. Turning my attention away from the machine, I focused on the entity and tried to make out a clear depiction I could bring back to tell my friends. And in a snap, the entity was no longer where I was looking. It had morphed into a physical entity and now appeared as a humanoid with the lower half of a carpet snake. She had a feminine appearance and her skin was pale white with perfectly round yellow dots. She wrapped all around me like a python constricts their prey and was making eye contact through her mask that looks like the one from Five Nights at Freddy's that the puppet wears. She kept squeezing tighter until I felt like I couldn't breathe, and just when I thought I was about to die, she would loosen. She did this over and over again, almost to prove a point that if she wanted me dead, I would be dead. While this happened, I heard a female voice whisper, "He's not ready," in all directions around me, until finally she blew me a kiss, which caused a flower rooted to her tongue to extend out and reach towards my mouth until it snaked its way down my throat. I felt it physically go down, which might have been one of the most uncomfortable experiences I've ever had. But with a snap, I was back. As quick as it started, it was over. I raced outside as the psychedelic effects wore off, and I stood there appreciating the reality I live in for being a perfect home. This experience changed my whole outlook on death. I previously feared it because it might just all go black and be nothing, but now I'm terrified that existence might go on forever. And to this day, I wonder what would have happened if I didn't lose focus and piss the entity off, and if I finished chanting to power on the machine. Until next time, catch you later.
That was great. That was good. That was a great DMT story. Holy shit. I feel like I took something away from that. Whoa. Holy smokes. Wow. So there's only video or something? Bruh. How do I save this? I'm saving this. I want to show my SO. I feel like she might take something away from this too. Ooh. What you doing, Boots? What you doing? I don't know, at 10:30? What, 11? 11, 12, 1, 2. It's been 2 hours. It's been 4 hours, y'all. Almost 4 hours. Shit. Yeah. Shoot. Well, everybody's gone. I'm chilling. I'm probably gonna go chill as well. And yeah, hope you'll have I didn't even say good anything. I was like just jumping in. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful Saturday, an awesome weekend, an awesome week ahead. And I will see you on the next one. I'll see what we get into next time. Hope you like this video. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Share the, I don't know, this isn't a video that you would share. You could share, I don't know, let people know about the channel, I guess. I don't know. Subscribe to, yeah, just subscribe. I like it. Peace.